say, if you notice coming in with Father Nilo who's celebrating the pastorate at St. Martin de Porres, and then we have these 3 veteran altar servers. We can run this church.
Okay, I'm back now. This is really a great privilege for all of us, especially for Father Nilo, who has welcomed us. And Jerwell is there, also arrived from the Philippines a few days ago. And it was my first time to see him. To begin with, I have a story to tell you. It happened in the neighboring church, in my church in San Francisco. This sister, who is in charge of the religious education program, his First Holy Communion, started a tradition. The day after the First Holy Communion, he had asked all the children to bring a special gift as a token of gratitude to the sisters. And so the following day came, and here is the first child, a son of a jeweler. And so the sister was so happy to welcoming this tiny little box. The sister opened it with jewelry and blessed the son and put it on the side, and came the next child, who is also a son of the mayor of the city. And so he was bringing a box, and the sister would all smile receiving his box and opening. It is the key of the city, acknowledging the sisters for doing a tremendous job informing his children for this box. And the sister came this third child, a child of a owner of a vineyard and winery, and holding a box. But when this child was holding a box, the sister noticed some drips on the corner of the box, so he tried to cut one of the drips and then pasted it, and told the student, "Oh, this must be wine." "Oh no, sister," the child said. So he tried another drip, tasted it. "This must be champagne." "Oh no, sister, it's a puppy." I told this story because many times we have been given so much gifts and we don't really know what is inside those gifts. And one of the gifts I'd like to use now are these 2 things I'd like to share with you. The first gift that is unwrapped as we started our reunion, not just to thank God for the gift of life of Uncle Woods, but more so, it is a gift that we are all seeing, but not quite as we want to see it open. It is the gift of our family lining coming up from the lineage of the Makapinla. Now, more than being Reyes, more than being Banyaga, more than being Patawaran, yes, these are important clans and last names. But right now, what connects all of us, even if you are married to a Makapinla, every one of us has a portion of that Makapinla blood. If you marry the Makapinla, yes, you may not have that last name, but your child with your spouse who is Makapinla brings a drop portion of that Makapinla, a DNA Makapinla. I hope you see that gift that is in us right now. And each and every one of us, even the youngest one, even if we don't see them anymore, there is a drop of Makapinla. And see the importance of this. It brings us to the lineage of where we came from. And when we talk about the Makapinla blood, we are one of the most respected. Not just in Minalin, but in any other places when you say the last name of Makapinla. Because for one reason, we are poor, loving people. My mom and Mary always tell me the story before they have eaten what her parents, our Lolo would do. They would feed visitors first, neighbors who have come. And sometimes up around the Lola will complain, "Why are you feeding the food for our children? Oh no, God will provide." That's a typical Makapinla that runs through our blood. Our generosity, our hospitality is incredible. I hope when you feel that naturally, that opening your heart, don't be surprised. That is the blood of a Makapinla that is coming out in us. And that is one thing that, as these children are growing up, this is a gift that is becoming, and that's unrivaled, slowly by our life here as immigrants. And there goes my second thing about being a Kapila. We are people who will not just settle in one place. We would go out and explore other places and other possibilities. And when Father Nilo and I were conversing, Father Nilo was telling me about his trip, to Europe and other pilgrimages. Oh, Father Nilo, this is great. They might be looking for you, when you're in your tour in Europe. Oh, Father, what can I do? My lolo is viajero, he's itinerant. That means he's talking about this wonderful quality that we are not just settling in one place. We go out and explore what we can do for our families and the best for our families. That's another quality of a mga kapila. And that's why we who have migrated, you who are already second, third generations of the mga kapilas, you have this quality in you. So when that urge for you to move and go, try to attend to that invitation, because there's something good that awaits us. And that is the reason why we are mindful of those people out at home. Hopefully, they get a chance to travel and also begin a future for themselves and their families. So when that happens, I hope our doors are open, because that quality of hospitality is very, very strong in us. And then the other good thing that I see, a gift being unwrapped right at our gathering, is this what we call reunion of the mga kapilaks here in Edmonton. Although some came from the Philippines, San Francisco, and in Seattle and other places. What is good about reunions is that we break from our usual busy lives. Unfortunately, Father Nilo did not leave his place. This is still work for him. He has to prepare the place, his church, and I've been excited to see what the fatted calf tastes. So we make sure that we get those different kinds of meat, we're enjoying the meal. But what's important is we have gotten out from our busy lives just to be together. We call it reunion, but more so, we call it rest. Now, when we talk about rest in the biblical terms, they usually call it sabbatical. Now, a lot of people have misunderstood the word sabbatical in the Philippines. When a priest goes on sabbatical, or a sister goes on sabbatical, the next question is, what did you do wrong, Father? Why are they giving you a sabbatical? It's not a good word. But sabbatical means rest. It means we are referring to that rest that God did on the seventh day of creation. You know what He did? He did not just stop working. Yes, it means ceasing from what you've been doing, but rest simply means, you step back and marvel your work. What have you done for the last 6 days? Reunions are very important because it gives us the opportunity to stop from what we've been doing. I know life here in America, in Canada, in Central America is really tough. Time is an essence. Every minute counts. We are driven by time. We are paid by the hours we put. You earn your degree by the hours you accomplish to the units you want to get at the end of your course. We are paid by the minute, by the hour. Time is gold. But when you have a break from that time, then you get the opportunity to stop for a while and marvel at our work. Uncle Butch, we had a glimpse of what he did yesterday. He had a glimpse of that rest, looking at what he did for the last 16 years, the many people that have worked along with him, that he was able to share his love with people in the same way, return the love. That is rest, marveling of what you've done in the past, and looking forward what you can do more. And this is what we are doing in this reunion. It is an important time where we can look back to our families and thank our folks for what they have done, because what they have done have helped us become what we are right now. And I hope we can hand that down to our little ones, these little people, so what they see